Well, hello. So this past weekend, I went to Ulta and did a little bit of damage. There was a couple of things that I've been running out of, and I really needed to find a different concealer because the one I've been using is just all wrong for what I need. So I went to Ulta and tried to find a couple things. So this is what I got. So the first thing I got is the e.l.f. Putty Primer Trio. I didn't want to commit to a full size of one of them, and I didn't know exactly which one would work for me the most. So I love this package. It has all three. It has the poreless putty, the matte putty, and the luminous putty, and I actually used it all three today. And I am shocked at the consistency of this. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting like Play-Doh maybe? I don't know, but this was actually, it felt really luxurious. I'm like very pleasantly surprised. Now I know why people love it. I just didn't get I didn't get what it was. Putty. Like, I don't know if I wanted to use putty on my face, but this was really, really good. And I did put let's see, the matte right here and right here, which to be honest, I'm not sure if the matte did anything because I am still shiny there. I put the poreless putty right around this area because that's where all my pores are. And then the luminous I put on the sides of my face, which it does look luminous. So I'm really happy with that. But I'm going to keep playing around with this. I'm like really excited. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha. And people love this. So I'm really excited. And I'm going to keep using it. So the next thing I got were some blushes. I got two blushes. The first one is the Milani Cheek Kiss. So liquid blush is having a moment right now, and I am here for it. I have the Glossier a cloud paint, which I love, 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 love. I love that blush so much. I also have the Rare Beauty, which I'm still playing around with because it is so pigmented. But I did use this today, and it's such a natural look, and it's really good if you don't want to order online for Glossier and you just want to go down to your drugstore. This Milani liquid blush is so good. I'm so happy I used it. I'm going to keep using it. Obviously, it's in Rose Romance, and it's such a pretty natural color on my skin, and it's really a rose color. So yeah, so that's what I recommend if you are looking at some things that are more expensive and only offered online. Try to find some same types of products at the drugstore and see if you use that and you like that consistency first before you commit to paying that amount and ordering online and risking, not even liking that type of formula. So I love this, and I'm really excited for it. And, oh yeah, I didn't mention the packaging. The packaging is so pretty. It's gorgeous. I think Milani does packaging so well, so well. So, the next blush I got was the e.l.f. Putty Blush. So, I never used the Putty Primer before today, so I'm really happy I got this now that I know what the consistency is, and it really feels luxurious on the skin. So this is in Turks and Caicos, which is a coral blush. I did swatch it, and it swatched really, really nice. I am into the liquid and gel and just I'm into this moment right now because the powder blushes, I have so many, and sometimes because my skin's so dry, it can just look really cakey and not natural and dewy on my skin. So this is going to be a really fun blush moment for me. I'm going to keep using that one. The Milani, the e.l.f., and then the Glossier and the Rare Beauty, and that's going to be like my blush for the next several months because it's like where it is now. Like, I love it. So the whole reason I went to Ulta was to find a new concealer. I've been using, so I've used all my concealers except for two, and they are full coverage. They're the the Tarte Shape Tape, which is the original, and they just came out with a dewy one, and I wish I would have seen that because I would have tried that, but I didn't see that at my store. But I also have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, which is just, they're way too pigmented, way too full coverage right now for what I want, especially for an everyday concealer. They're just not doing it right now. So I really wanted some new concealer. So I have 4 concealers. So the first one is the first one I actually picked up in the store. I went to the prestige side first. And so I have my Invisalign in. So, prestige side first, and I picked up the full size of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I carried it around a little while, and I'm shocked I haven't used it before. I'm really shocked I haven't used it before. Of all the concealers that I've purchased and used, I never tried that for some reason, and it's kind of exactly what I'm looking for now. Is I really want radiant, creamy, moisturizing. My under eyes are like begging for moisture these days, so I put it back eventually because I was like, I'm not sure about it right now. It's just it's too much money to invest for something that I don't know I'd love. But then I was standing in line to check out, and I saw the mini of it, and I was like, this is absolutely perfect. Because then I don't have to commit to a full size, and I can see if I like it. And then maybe I'll purchase the full size in the future once, I figure out if I like it. The next one I got was, so I walked through all the prestige aisles to check out all the concealers, and so many were full coverage, and that is not what I wanted to get. So I did find one in Clinique, so I think I accidentally picked up the sample and went to the checkout, and the girl went and got one. I don't think this is the one I purchased, because I got one that was hydrating, and this one says full coverage, which is not what I'm wanting, but I love Clinique face packs. They've never done me wrong. Everything I tried from Clinique that is face, I've never been disappointed. So I'm not going to take this back. I'm going to use it because I'm sure it's wonderful, and it does say it has a natural finish, which is great because that's what I'm looking for. I don't want the cake underneath. I just want something that I can run to the store and hopefully in the future go out to different places and have. So this is a Clinique Even Better concealer, and I'm really excited to use this. The next one I got is a Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer. So this has hyaluronic creamy, it's a hyaluronic creamy concealer. Everything that I just said, yes, all of that is what my skin wants, that's what my skin needs, please. I've only tried one other Colourpop product, which was a brow product, and I think I had a faulty one because it literally lasted me 4 days and then it was all gone. So I think that was faulty, so I need to give Colourpop another try, obviously. And so this one just caught my eye as I was going through like the drugstore side, and I picked it up and I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be a little late for my skin, but it'll be a nice highlighting effect. And then the final concealer I got, which I have on today, which I am so happy I bought this. I don't know, I've been sitting on this. It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is wonderful. It looks so natural on my skin, natural on my eyes, and it truly is hydrating. Like, this is what I have been wanting in a concealer, and I'm so happy. It's such a good match for my skin. First of all, I did get it in Fair Rose. A satin finish, which it really is. It's a satin finish, which I did not want a matte finish at all. I need moisturizer. I want to look dewy and fresh, and that's like what the vibe is these days, you know? So, perfect. It literally concealed everything. It looks so natural. I have it under my eye and under here and a little bit on my chin. And I'm so happy I got this. I hope this is like my new favorite concealer because it's so cheap. It's so cheap. I love it. So the next two products I got were face products. The first one is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I have it on today. It's a perfect match for me. This is Fair 2W. I really like this. So I've used tinted moisturizers in the past that like clung to every single dry patch I had on my face. So I was really turned off. I was like, I'll just stick to CC and BB creams. But this is really wonderful. I can see this becoming my everyday, moisturizer when I go out instead of putting on a CC or BB cream. I'm really excited. I think Colourpop face products are going to be my thing, which I'm really excited about. And the next product is not new to me. It's actually one of my favorites, actually, but it is a different color. I got it in a different color. So it's the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. So I got it in Porcelain. So I actually have it over here in Fair, which it's about down to there, and I really liked it, but it's just a little too dark. If you can see the difference, this is Fair and this is Porcelain. So all my stores only had the Fair. And this is the first time I've seen Porcelain, which is perfect because the Fair was just a little too dark for me, if you can see that. And Porcelain is a much better color. So I'll be mixing these two, especially in summer when I get a little bit darker. But I'm so glad I found Porcelain. I literally, when I saw that in store, I was like, they have Porcelain? Like, I could not believe they have it. So I'm really happy about that. So the next product is something I really need. I got 5 new mascaras. So I only have one mascara that I can use, and that's the only one. Like, I don't go out and buy mascaras because the CoverGirl Fibers mascara is the only one that doesn't smudge on me. However, it's been a couple years since I've went out and purchased like different brands, just because they've all used to smudge on me, every single one. The one I used to use is no longer carried by I used to use the Kat Von D Immortal Lash mascara with the Too Faced Better Than wand, which was the absolute perfect mascara. I love that. It lengthened, it volumized, it did not ever go under my eyes, like no matter how hot it was or really any conditions that I saw myself in, it never did anything. However, they stopped selling that, and I was devastated. So I've been using the CoverGirl Fibers mascara ever since, but mascara is one of those things that every 6 months I am diligent about replacing, just because my eyes are very sensitive and you want to protect your eyes. So I decided to venture out and try some new ones. And I went through e.l.f. Now, e.l.f. really, they're not known for the mascaras, honestly. However, I saw these two and I was like, I'll give them a try. So I got the Volume Pumping Mascara and then the Lash Extending Mascara. And I used them today, and guess what? It's been several hours and no smudging. So I'm very happy about that. I will say when I first used each of them, because I layered them today, when I used each of them, when they first came out of the tube, when I first opened them, they were very dry. So I used them on my eyelashes and it did nothing. I was like, oh no, did I waste my money? However, I went back in the tube, pumped it one more time, and then foundation mascara was on it, and then it worked perfectly, and I really am happy. To be honest, because everything smudges on me, my only requirement to keep using is that it doesn't smudge. But I do see some differences, and I'm really happy. You can see them. It looks good. And then the next 3 are from Essence. So I've heard really good things about these mascaras. So it's the Essence Lash Princess. These 2 are. I got the Volume Sculpted Mascara, the Volume Mascara, and then the Essence I Love Extreme Volume Mascara Waterproof. I've just heard really good things, so I decided to try them. Essence is so cheap that if it doesn't work out for me, I won't be devastated. That's why I really like to stay in the drugstore for my mascara. I used to try and use really prestige brands only, but it became like this thing, like, why am I wasting my money when drugstores have such good mascaras? And especially Covergirl. Covergirl rocks the mascara game. Like, love it. I have one more product, and I really can't believe I purchased this from this brand, but I got a Morphe product. So I really wanted to try this. I've heard such good things, like Nikki Tutorials, Jaclyn Hill, they all use the mini, or the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I got the mini size because I didn't want to commit to a full size, especially if, like, my skin's so sensitive that if it reacted badly, obviously I didn't want a full thing. So the mini one was where I went. That stupid little place right in front of the cash registers always gets me. It really does. But that's all I got. So I have the two new mascaras from e.l.f. one. I have the Pretty Fresh Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer on. I have the Milani Cheek Kiss, what is it? Blush on. And then I have the e.l.f. Camo Concealer on, and it's so hydrating. It looks so natural. So yeah, this was my Ulta haul. Thank you so much for viewing and hanging out with me while I unwrap everything, because I'm so excited. I really wanted to get things that were like kind of like a hole in my makeup collection. I am not buying any eyeshadows. I have so many eyeshadows, eyeshadow palettes, powder blushes, staying away from, but these were things that I like needed in my collection. So, have a good day. I will see you next time.